It's good morning. Yeah, so good morning, everybody. All members of the Fourth Estate, our partners, and most importantly, our two teams, which we are unveiling today as Kenya Rugby Union. We have Shujaa and Lionesses. For me, this today is a special event because it's not just an unveiling of a new jersey or a kit, but it's the kitting of our soldiers with the right armor to go to the battlefield. And I believe whatever work that we have done, I know on my left and on my right, I know on my left and on my right, we have prepared these teams in the best way possible, and we are ready to take on HSBC2. And today, I just want to also thank all our partners who have come to support us. And the good thing today, we are experiencing also a good feeder support from Kenya Power Foundation and coming through from to M-Pesa with the M-Pesa and Sport Pesa supporting the elite teams. We are really privileged to with our partners who are joining us today. So I will not take much of our time, and I really want to just invite you, the coaches, to carry on. We'll starting with the Lionesses. Simon.
Okay. Good morning. Sorry, dear. Okay. Good morning, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished guests, of course, the Shujaa Lionesses. Like director said, today is a very important day for us. The union has done its job, given us enough support, and as you can see, steadily the support is still strong. I think on our part, what's left is just to make sure that we lift the flag of our country high. And this weekend we'll have 12 women who have shown that they have enough or what it takes to make sure we go to the next level. So for us as Kenya Lionesses, we want to make sure that we play at the highest level of rugby, that's Sevens 1. And for us, our journey starts this weekend. So the 12 ladies who will be representing us this weekend are we're going to be led by our captain, Shujaa, who will be vice captain by Fresha Odwor. The other players are Naomi Amugoni, Charity Nila, who's on debut, a very young lady from NYS. She's really shown up and raised her hand in training. Then, of course, we have Maureen Muritu, Stella Wafula, Phoebe Otieno, and in the backline department, we have Edith Nariaka, we have Janet Okelo, we have Grace Okulu, and another debutant who's on debut this weekend is Marvelous Swago. Of course, she's played for the Junior Commonwealth Games, so it's on her pathway to the Lionesses and onwards. Then, of course, we have finally, of course, we have a fresh outdoor. So for us, ladies and gentlemen, our work is cut out, and we hope the Kenyan support will come and push us and be the 13th player for us. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, all. First of all, I would just like to say this is the first time in a very long time seeing a lot of press here at KRU. So that definitely means it's a big weekend for Shujaa and Lionesses. And just thanks for coming out here for team naming, and hopefully this will mean something as we plan to retain this tournament back at home. We're at home, so we know there's pressure, but it's some good kind of pressure. I mean, playing in front of your family push us to achieve our goals this weekend. So very quickly, I'll just name the 12 that are going to play for Shujaa, this first leg of the Sevens 2 here in Nairobi. Then just briefly talk about maybe how our training and how we plan to approach the tournament. So the 12-man squad that's going to represent Kenya this weekend in the first legs of Sevens 2 in Nairobi: George Oro, Samuel Asati were the co-captains, Vincent Onyala, Dennis Abukuse, John Okoth, Kevin Wekesa, Nigel Amaitsa, Festus Shiasi, Floyd Wabwire, Christian Tojwang, Patrick Odongo, and making his debut, David Nyangige. So we've really found our preparations for this tournament, especially this year. We had a high performance camp in South Africa for a week last month. And our key objective was just to set a base and see where we are in terms of attack and defense frameworks. So we ticked a few boxes there, but also it was an eye-opener for us. We learned a few things we've been cooperating for the last 3.5 weeks. Last week, we just finished our last camp, which was 5 days down at M-Pesa Foundation. We were just working on our tactical and technical approach of this tournament, and also did a lot of opposition analysis just to see how we can handle them off the ball, and also just see where to exploit when we have possession. I can say we've ticked all the boxes, and the boys are eager, the boys are ready. We can't just wait for Saturday when we play our first game to get this thing going. Thank you. I think looking at the number of teams, first of all, in this format, we are 6 teams, so it's going to be very, very hard to do pools. So for me, 5 games in a weekend, same number of games as the guys who are in 7-1 are playing. That's good enough for us. One thing I like to say is all these teams playing down here this first tournament of 7-2, I think I believe all of them have earned their position here. So we are not going to take anything for granted. But we're going to use our same approach, play every game like a final, and just make sure that we get all our points. And for this first tournament being played here at home, try and see if we can make ourselves proud and also make the fans proud by lifting it here at home.
Okay, thank you. So I think they had much needed experience. Stella was in USA with the Rhinos at the high performance camp for 4 months. So whatever skills she honed there, and whatever skills she had when she left the country, she adds on to a very, very vast experience. I've experienced squad because the ladies who also left in the country played 2 events without her. They played Safari Sevens and the Africa Cup in Nairobi. And Grace Okulu, of course, seasoned. She's a seasoned professional. She's playing in one of the top clubs in France. So definitely they give the squad a very big boost. And for us, it's just knowing when to manage them and how to manage the expectations, especially from the people who are not part of the team.
Thank you.
Well, I'll look at it this way. We've always drawn off energy whenever we travel outside of the country, and we see our fans in our Kenya corner. We usually get a lot of energy, pick a lot of energy from them to perform. Coming back to this tournament being hosted in Kenya, there's no Kenya corner. The whole stadium is Kenya corner. Of course, there's pressure. Like I said before, it's good kind of pressure because we all know all these guys will be cheering us and pushing us to achieve our goals over the weekend. So it's the good kind of pressure that we will appreciate to drive us towards achieving our goals this weekend.
So that's Steve. A big thanks. So it's a very difficult question to answer because of course we can't manage the attendance of fans in other stadiums. But what World Rugby has been trying to do is to ensure that there are as many people as possible do come for the games, and that the atmosphere is very good for rugby. And if you've checked most of their messaging, they're talking about the atmosphere both on and off the pitch. So for us, it's key. We've got
several people from World Rugby will be here. So we just want to show them the kind of energy we have as Kenyans. As much as we're sold out, it's a pretty small facility. So maybe it's for us to convince them to give it to us again, or maybe give us a Div 1. We put it in a bigger facility and see what crowds turn up. But that's the immediate opportunity we see to host this again and possibly the Division 1. Thanks.
Very good. Yes. To whom?
Fine. For me, it's quite an honor to play at home. It's a sold-out stadium at home. That's a good thing to us. That's a positive pressure. And again, to our fans who have been watching us play on the television, now this is an opportunity for them to watch us play live and ask the questions live. And that's a good thing to us.
Yes, the tickets are sold out, so it's only the people in the stadium who can watch the games live. The rights for the games are with SuperSport, so that will be the option for people to watch. They'll have to get onto SuperSport, either DSTV or DSTV stream, and catch the games there. We are trying to hold conversations with the World Rugby to get a free-to-air broadcaster to be allowed to air the games as well, but we've not made much ground. Should that happen, we'll inform people accordingly.
Very good. Okay. So there's another one. Two. Okay, ask it.
Thanks for that question. In terms of sustainability, we have tried various options. In terms of team and player movement, we've tried to get some EVs for that. It didn't quite work out because the costs are quite high. There's one of our partners who is offering us some electric vehicles for use by staff, and some dignitaries will be around. So that is one. Number two, through Coca-Cola, who are our hydration partners, we're trying to limit the use of single-use plastics. So Coca-Cola is going to give us refillable bottles, and we'll have those stationed in the hotels where the teams are, the training grounds, and on the pitch as well.